In a shocking escalation of tensions in the Middle East, Iran launched a large-scale military attack on Israel early this morning, marking a significant turning point in the region's fragile stability. The Iranian offensive, which began with missile strikes, targeting key military and civilian sites across Israel, has triggered a state of emergency in the country. Israeli defense forces immediately responded with heavy counterstrikes, targeting Iranian military installations and allied forces in Syria and Lebanon. Reports indicate that key cities, including Tel Aviv and Haifa, were targeted in the initial barrage, though the full extent of casualties and damage is still being assessed. This attack follows months of heightened tension between the two nations, as Iran continued to build up its military presence in the region. In recent weeks, diplomatic efforts to ease tensions failed, with Iran citing Israel's military actions in Syria and its continued threats against Iranian nuclear sites as justification for the strike. Israeli Prime Minister called the attack an act of war and vowed a decisive and overwhelming response, stating, "Israel will defend itself with full force against this aggression. We will ensure our enemies regret this unprovoked attack." Global leaders have condemned the attack, with the United States and European Union calling for an immediate ceasefire and offering to mediate peace talks. However, both sides seem poised for further confrontation, as reports suggest the possibility of Iran mobilizing its proxies, including Hezbollah in Lebanon, to join the conflict. The United Nations has scheduled an Emergency Security Council meeting to address the rapidly escalating situation, urging restraint from both sides to prevent the conflict from spiraling further. As air raid sirens continue to sound across Israel, millions of civilians are seeking shelter, and schools, businesses, and public transportation have been shut down. Israel's Iron Dome defense system successfully intercepted many of the incoming missiles, but several have caused significant damage to infrastructure, leaving parts of major cities without power. In Tehran, Iranian officials claim the attack is a defensive measure aimed at stopping Israeli aggression in the region. Iran's Supreme Leader Naim stated that Iran will not back down until Zionist oppression is ended, signaling a potentially prolonged conflict. More updates to follow as this story unfolds.